little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking. Go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. From the gun is Eason. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
The Colts first down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From the gun, it's Taylor. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at very...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Yep. I got it. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
53 is mine. 53. Check 53. I'm trying to collect. 49. Check 49. Check 49. He's checking. He's checking.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. 1st down, Colts.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Colts nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This one down to about the 17. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he returns this to the 22.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Eason on second down. And he finds the tight end, Reed, to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun, Eason. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return is Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 72 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Block with the throw, caught by Hamler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 57 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Broncos 28, Colts 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return is Hines. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 34.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Eason. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
36-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Second down, here's Eason. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a Colts first down.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Locke. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return is Hines. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing is Eason. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on second down. Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Locke going to throw.
And 7.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos add on. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Colts 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return is Hines. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a give to Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Colts.
The give to Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Justin Simmons.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
40-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
7.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41.
From the gun, it's Locke. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart with points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brought down by Eli Apple. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
31-yard line.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check. 53. Check. 53.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Play action. It's Eason on the move to his left. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run once more with Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw on third down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A lot going to throw it here. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run by Lindsey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. He'll bite, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Got it. Check back 34. Let's try. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 34. Mike 34.
From the gun, Lock. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
34 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Taylor. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Taylor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Broncos, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the